Well, I think the fact that he very blatantly said he doesn't want, a new Cold War, but China has been acting in an aggressive and irresponsible way in the international system, and that requires a strong US response. And that response is to shape the environment around China. I think that's the way to go versus trying to blunt or undermine everything that China does. In the end, power is something that countries get that's conferred by other countries. So the United States really needs to focus on its relations with the rest of the world.
And also focusing in on this relationship with Taiwan, we have now heard that the US is going to be pushing ahead with a new conversation with Taiwan about strengthening economic ties. Should the US just commit to defending Taiwan, or does it make sense to stick with this current strategy of strategic ambiguity on that Taiwan question?
Strategic ambiguity makes sense. Strategic clarity is a huge mistake for a number of reasons. First of all, Chinese military planners already assume US military intervention. So clearly stating that the United States is going to defend Taiwan actually does nothing to change their calculus about whether or not they attack Taiwan. But what it does do is change how they might attack Taiwan. If there's a slight possibility that the United States is going to stay out of this war, China is probably going to go for Taiwan first and wait to see what the United States does. And this gives the US military the time it needs to amass forces in the region, because currently the United States does not have enough military forces in Asia to actually defend Taiwan. On the other hand, if China decides the United States is 100% in, then they're probably going to hit US bases in the region early and hard, in particular air bases like Kadena in Japan. And if that happens, then there's no situation under which the United States can actually win this war and defend Taiwan. So from my perspective, the Biden administration is out of date. 25, 30 years ago, telling China that the United States will be there would have been enough. But today, after 25 years of extensive military modernization, the United States is outgunned in Asia. And so what has to happen instead is maintain that strategic ambiguity while we continue to try to strengthen Taiwan's defense posture, as well as our own in Asia.